What's up? I'm Elsa Rhae. Today I am going to show you some simple techniques on creating mandalas. Drawing mandalas is a really repetitive and meditative process. Even if you're really new at it, the act of drawing mandalas is a really stress-relieving practice. Let's jump in. The pens I like to use for any type of drawing are Pigma pens. They cost anywhere from $2 to $3, and I've got several different types. I rarely, if ever, use pencils. I enjoy ink over lead, and I enjoy the challenge of figuring out ways to correct my mistakes when I mess up. Pencils are definitely going to be more forgiving, and if you'd rather do that, go for it. This is your art, dude. For these mandalas, I'm mostly sticking to my #1 Pigma pen. I tend to use this pen more than any of my other pens. I always start my mandalas with a circle. It might be a little circle, might be a spiral, might be a large circle I've built up with a lot of little circles. Doesn't matter, just get yourself a circle. Next, I start drawing my petals. I start with one petal, then create every petal after as similarly as possible. I find that rotating my paper helps a lot with this. When I get close to the end with enough space for 2 to 3 more petals, I put a dot down to show me where I need the last 2 petals to start and end. When I don't do this and I rush through my petals, I typically end with some vastly different sized petals. But this happens to me all the time, and here's how I fix it. So this petal is very obviously bigger than this petal over here. I make it less noticeable by adding a thick layer on the outside of the small petal and a thick layer on the inside of the big petal. Now they're the same size. I add a thick layer to the rest of the petals, some on the inside, some on the outside, and some an even mix of the two, and when I'm done, all the petals look uniform. Next, I like to add another row of petals. A simple way to keep these petals looking uniform is to begin and end each petal on the center top of the row of petals below, as you can see me doing here. Rotate as you go and try to keep each petal the same height. But remember, you know how to fix them if you need to. To create pointed petals, start from the bottom of the petal on either side and bring each side to meet in a point. Rotate the page as you go. Mark your last couple petals with a spot like before, and there you go. I love adding little embellishments to my mandalas, like loops, dots, spirals, lines. Each mandala I've ever created is different. I get a feel for what my mandala needs and try to be creative and patient. If you've got a row of an odd number of petals, here's a cool design for the next row of petals. Create a pointed petal spanning 3 petals of the row below, with the middle of the lower petal in line with the point of the pointed petal above. Keep going around the circle, spanning 3 petals each time, and when you get to the end, you're not going to have enough to finish it. So what you do is you overlap your very first pointed petal, and you get this cool kind of kaleidoscope shape. It's a little hard to explain, just watch what I'm doing. And that's that. I finished this mandala off with some more embellishments. And there you go. There's a few pretty easy steps for you as you go along your mandala journey. Send me pictures of your mandalas on Snapchat, would you? So I can see them. Also follow me on Snapchat, follow me on Instagram and everywhere. Links are below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!